Holly, please come back. I think we should talk about this.
I've got nothing to talk to you about, John. I think we should split up. That's all I want to say to you. It's over.
But we have Sarah to think about as well. I really think we should give this some more thought. I get that you don't want to be with me before, and I can live with that, but let's at least talk about it and decide what's best for Sarah. Are you certain that you can look after her by yourself? That's the most important thing.
Are you saying you're not going to pay child support for her?
No, I promise I'm going to pay. I'm talking about the basic everyday routine of looking after her. I mean, you just left and took her with you without even discussing it with me. I'm worried you're acting recklessly. I think for her sake, we should talk about what she needs from us.
But I just said I don't have anything to say to you. I don't love you anymore. I don't see the point in forcing ourselves to continue in a loveless marriage just for her sake. Do you really think she'd be happier growing up in a household where her parents hate each other and can't get along? I'd actually feel sorrier for her if she had to endure that kind of situation. Wouldn't you?
I just think that if we both put in some effort, we could work on it and get by without any major problems.
No, we can't get by like that. That's why I left. I wish you would stop making me repeat myself like this. It's starting to really annoy me. When you've signed the divorce papers, can you send them to my parents' house?
Fine, I'll do it.
Oh, thank God. I thought I was going to go crazy having the same conversation with you every day for 5 days in a row. So we just need to work out about the child support now.
I won't argue with the divorce. We obviously can't be together anymore. But I really don't think that you can give Sarah the best life by yourself. I want shared custody, and I am not going to give up on that. That's what I think we should talk about. I'm planning on meeting with my lawyer next week. Can we meet him together? I could bring him over to a cafe near your parents' house.
You want to share custody? That's absurd, John.
Of course that's what I want. I don't want to be separated from my daughter.
I don't think you understand what you're saying. Sarah is only 4 years old. You work long hours and you're almost never home. I'm her mother. Which one of us do you think the judge is going to choose as the most appropriate parent? There's no way it'll be you, John.
It's not like I'd be the only single father in the world. There are plenty of fathers who manage by themselves.
You have to think about this realistically. You have to work overtime and night shifts every month. What are you going to do then?
I'll ask my parents for help if I have to.
Well, you're welcome to try and fight for custody, but I really don't think you've got a chance. Sarah is only 4 years old. She needs her mommy. I think it would take something huge for me to lose custody of her. And I won't agree to shared custody. It's not possible. I'm not planning on hanging around here just so you can see your daughter once in a month or something. Besides, she's a girl. What are you going to do when she starts to grow up? She's far better off with me. When she reaches puberty and she gets her first period and things like that, are you going to talk to her about that stuff? You don't know anything about it.
I guess I don't know. I'll deal with that when it comes.
See? You don't really know what to do even now, when it's just a far-off thought. You'd be hopeless. Don't start talking about shared custody of Sarah when you haven't even considered her future. I'm not saying you'll never see her again. I'm not going to stop you from visiting her if you want to.
But if you're planning on moving back in with your parents, there's no way I'll be able to come and see her more than once a year or something. It is so far, and you know I don't get that much time off.
Well, I guess that's up to you and how much effort you're willing to put in. I thought you were going to say you'd do anything for your daughter, because you love her and you don't want to be separated from her. Is that not it?
I'll do everything I can. But I really don't want to be separated from her in the first place, if I can help it. She is really important to me, and I want her to grow up knowing that.
Well, then how do you think I feel? Do you think she's not important to me too? Because she is. I carried her for 9 months and I gave birth to her. You can't pretend you know what that feels like. There's nothing like a mother's love for the child she gave birth to. You can't comprehend the love and understanding between us. In comparison, you're just someone who sat on the sidelines and watched us go through it. Your feelings will never be as strong as mine.
You can't compare things like that. Obviously it's different, but that doesn't mean I love Sarah less than you do.
But like I said, there's a huge difference between giving birth to a child and just watching. I can't believe this. After I thought we finally got somewhere with the divorce, you're making it difficult again. I wish you wouldn't bother me with these ridiculous ideas. There's no way you're going to get custody, so just forget about it.
I'm not gonna just forget about my daughter. She's very important to me.
Fine, let's just agree to talk to our lawyers about it. We'll let the judge decide which of us should be granted custody. I'm not worried. There's no way a judge is going to think Sarah is better off with you than with her mom.
Hey, Holly, I'm thinking about my schedule for the next month. When can I come and see Sarah? I was thinking maybe the 10th? Is that too soon?
Actually, John, I was hoping to talk to you about that. I think we should make this the last time you and Sarah meet.
What? Why? I have a right to meet with my child, Holly. You can't just suddenly change your mind. We've got an agreement. I'm paying the child support like we agreed, so why can't you let me see her? It's all I'm asking.
I know.
So, what's going on? You can't just suddenly decide that I don't get to see her.
Actually, I've met someone. He's met Sarah and they get along really well. I don't want to confuse her with too many people in her life.
What do you mean by that? I'm her father. I'm not gonna let someone else replace me.
You're her biological father. That's not going to change, is it? But I just think from now on our arrangements are going to be a bit different. I want Sarah to start calling Nick Dad. He's so kind to her and he takes really good care of us.
So you're gonna cut me out just because you got a new boyfriend? Sarah's gonna think I abandoned her. What if it doesn't work out with this Nick guy? Then what are you gonna do? Can I see her then? We've only been divorced for 3 months, Holly. It sounds like you've been pretty busy.
Don't be rude, John. I met Nick by chance at the gym. We've been going out a little over a month. It's not like I was cheating on you or anything. And you don't have the right to object now that we're divorced. I can see who I like. But I've been thinking, now's probably the best time. Don't you think?
The best time for what? I don't understand.
I just think the arrangement where you come and visit her once a month, it was never going to last anyway. And if she's going to get used to having a new guy around as a father figure, it's better to introduce them earlier rather than later. Your monthly visits were never going to be enough. She needs a proper dad who can be there at her soccer practice every weekend and stuff like that.
You can't just decide all that stuff on your own. Don't you see how selfish you're being? I was absolutely gonna make those visits last, and if I had my way, I'd be at her soccer practices every weekend. But you decided to live so far away, I can't. You're taking away my only contact with her, even though I've been working so hard so I can afford to fly out to another state once a month?
You see, that's totally understandable, isn't it? How long are you going to be able to keep that up? It's not going to last forever.
No, I was thinking eventually it'll be easier because I'll get a pay rise and earn more. Sarah can come and stay with me in the school holidays and stuff.
But even then, Nick will be the person who's always with us. He'll be the one doing most of the dad stuff. I was thinking it would be better to just make a clean break of it now. While she's still so young, she probably won't remember much about this time.
You're saying that you want to make sure she forgets me so that you can pretend this Nick guy is her real father? That is a horrible thing to do, Holly. I really don't think you're considering what's best for our daughter. You don't even know this guy very well. It's only been a couple of months.
I am thinking of what's best for her. I'm trying to give her a stable and happy childhood. I don't want her to get confused by you constantly appearing and disappearing. I don't think she'll forget about you completely, but I just don't want her to be always wondering why you're not around. And if she starts asking questions about you, or if she says she wants to see you, I'll get in touch. I promise.
She already knows me, though, and you're gonna cut me out of her life? Why make her go through that? If you do that, she'll be more confused than if she keeps seeing me regularly like she has been doing.
Maybe for a short time she'll wonder why she doesn't see you anymore. I don't know, though. She's so young. She might just forget. People always forget a lot of their memories from childhood. I don't remember anything from before I was 5. Do you?
So you're saying it's fine if Sarah doesn't remember me at all?
I just want you to understand. I think this is best for her. It's not like I enjoy asking you to do this. I don't feel good about it. But I think if she just has one dad who loves her and is around for her all the time, that'll be best for her as she grows up. It's important for us to be a proper family.
Can you just try not take anything else from me? I've lost pretty much all I had thanks to you. I don't even want to think about not being able to see Sarah anymore.
Don't you think if you grow up thinking you have two dads, it's weird? What if she talks about it at school? What are people going to say? And Nick's going to be the one looking after her every day. I'd feel sorry for him if he was made to feel like he wasn't her real father. What if there's always some kind of distance between them because of you?
He's not her real father. And what does that have to do with me? I don't care if she's distant with him.
It might not concern you, but it concerns Sarah. Step-families are difficult, John. I just want to avoid all the suffering she might go through if she has to deal with more than one dad. And when she's old enough, I promise I'll talk to her and explain everything. You just need to put up with this while she's young. When she's grown up and she says she wants to meet you, then you can have your daughter again. I'm trying to be nice about this, you know. That's why I'm saying it's okay for you to come next month and see her one last time.
I can't deal with this right now. I don't even want to think about it. No, Holly, I won't let you do this.
Please, John. I promise you, I'm doing this for Sarah's sake. She'll be happier this way. Can you just let her go? It's not forever. If you really love her, you should be able to do this much for her.
I'm sorry for suddenly contacting you like this. I don't know if you still use this number. This isn't a prank, I promise.
Who is this? I don't have this number.
You're John Moore, aren't you?
Yes, that's me. Who is this?
I think you're my real dad. Do you have a daughter? This is the right John Moore, isn't it?
Yeah, I have a daughter. Are you Sarah?
You remember me?
Sarah, is that really you? Of course I haven't forgotten you even for a second, honey.
I found you! You're my dad?
Yeah, honey, I'm your dad. How did you find me? I'm so glad that you got in touch. How are you? Have you been doing okay? Tell me everything. I've missed you so much, Sarah. I'm so sorry that I haven't been able to see you.
Dad, I need your help.
What? What's going on?
I'm sorry. I know this is kind of sudden, but I really don't want to live with my mom anymore, and I didn't know who else to ask.
What's wrong? Has something happened?
Mom hasn't come home for more than 5 days now.
She hasn't? Didn't she say where she was going?
There's no food left in the house, and I don't know what to do. And there's no money either.
What is going on? What about your stepdad? Your mom got married, right? How about your gran and grandpa?
My mom isn't married. It's usually just the two of us. I think she has a boyfriend right now, but I'm not sure. She always says she can't get married because of me. She says no one wants to be my dad because I'm naughty.
Hey, that is absolutely not true, honey. I'm your dad, and I love you. This isn't what your mom and I agreed. I don't know how it got like this.
What do you mean? I don't understand.
It's okay, I'll explain another time. Does this happen a lot? I mean, your mom not coming home for a while? Has she been doing that for a while?
Yeah, I guess.
How come you haven't tried to get in touch with me before, Sarah? You could have messaged me any time.
I only just got this phone. I never had one before. And my mom said you left us and you didn't want me, so I thought you wouldn't want to hear from me. But last month I managed to get a look at my mom's phone while she was in the shower. I found all your old messages, and then I realized she was lying about you. And I got your old number just in case you were still using it.
And that's how you got in touch with me?
Yeah. I'm sorry to bother you about all this. I'm sure you're really busy.
No, honey, I'm never gonna be too busy for you, okay? None of this is your fault. If you saw those conversations I had with your mom, I'm sure you already know this, but I always really wanted you to live with me. I've really missed you. I can come and get you if you need. You didn't move house, did you? Can you hold on for a little bit longer?
Really? You can come and pick me up? We moved house a while ago. How will you find me? Are you sure it's not too much trouble?
It's no trouble at all, Sarah, I promise. Can you send me the address? You're 12 years old already, aren't you? Oh, I'm really excited to see you again. I haven't seen you since you were little. You must be so big already.
Okay, I'll send the address. Should I just wait here then?
Yeah, you sit tight. I'll find you.
I can't believe you still remember about me. I thought you would have forgotten.
Hey, John. Why do you keep calling me so much since yesterday? You're starting to get on my nerves. Can you stop?
Holly, where exactly are you right now?
What's that got to do with you? You can't just suddenly start texting and calling and asking where I am. We've been divorced for years. You've got no right to know.
Maybe so, I'm not sure. How about Sarah?
It's Sunday. She's still in bed, obviously. Why are you asking all of a sudden? I told you to forget about Sarah, didn't I? You agreed it was better for her if she didn't see you.
That's so strange. I don't know why you would say that.
I don't know what you're talking about. What do you mean?
Because you're lying. Sarah is right here with me. If you can lie about that so easily, what else have you been lying about?
What? That can't be right. Is this some kind of weird joke?
No, it's not a joke, it's the truth. I got a message from Sarah a few days ago. She said that you hadn't come home for more than a week, and she was hungry, and she didn't know what to do.
I wasn't there because Dad was in the hospital. But I did go home some days at night when she was sleeping. She wasn't left alone. I was just staying at my parents' house because it's closer to the hospital.
I called your parents. Your dad answered the phone, and he told me that he hadn't heard from you in years. What's the big cover-up? Why are you lying?
I didn't mean my dad. I'm talking about my boyfriend's dad. He collapsed at work and we had to look after him in the hospital.
Well, whichever it is, it doesn't mean you can leave your 12-year-old daughter at home alone for a week. She's only in middle school. She's not old enough to look after herself, and she said you didn't even leave her any money to buy food. You told me you'd moved house. You don't even live anywhere near your parents. What is going on? I thought your plan was to ask them for help with Sarah when things were tough. And she says you're not married? What about that Nick guy? I thought that he was going to be Sarah's new super involved dad. I need some answers, Holly. Was everything you told me a lie?
I wasn't lying at the time. It just didn't turn out that way. Nick didn't want to get married in the end. He didn't really want to be Sarah's dad either. He wasn't who I thought he was. And I haven't met anyone else since then who wanted to marry someone who already had a kid. When the time came, they all ran off like cowards.
So why didn't you get in touch when the situation changed? You were taking my money that was supposed to be going towards Sarah's upkeep, but you weren't looking after her at all. You can't deny that. You weren't even in the house with her.
It's just the one time that happened. You can't judge our whole lives based on this one incident. I can't believe she started messaging you over this. Don't you realize how long I've been looking after her by myself? It's been years, John.
I know it wasn't just this one time. Sarah told me it's been happening for pretty much as long as she can remember. And I don't think that you can really call what you're doing looking after her. I saw inside your house when I picked her up. It was disgusting. How can you let her live in that filth? How is she supposed to stay clean and healthy, let alone study and do well at school if her home looks like that? Here I was thinking that she was living a happy and carefree life. That's what you promised me. You said that she would be better off with you, and look what happened.
We've been through a lot. You can't talk as if you could have done better. You don't know that. It's hard being a single mother. It's hard getting a job if you can't work evenings and weekends. And it's even harder to make friends and have relationships.
Then why didn't you call me? I think that's what's bugging me the most. I was there for the both of you, but you refused my help. Why?
How can I ask for help from my ex-husband? I didn't want to see you or speak to you. Never mind asking you for help.
Not even for Sarah's sake? Are you sure it wasn't because you were spending all the child support money on other stuff and you didn't want me to find out? Or you thought if you and I had shared custody, you'd lose some of your benefits?
No, it wasn't that. I always spent the child support money on food and clothes for Sarah, just like we agreed.
Then why doesn't she have any clothes that fit, and why was she starving when I found her?
You're just enjoying making me feel like an idiot right now, aren't you? What's it going to take for you to stop berating me?
Whatever, it's fine. We don't need to talk about all of the details now. I've been in touch with my lawyer. I expect you'll hear from the Child Protective Services pretty soon. I'm planning on getting custody of Sarah back.
What? How dare you? She's my daughter. You've contacted the CPS about this?
Of course. Don't you realize the state that she was in when I found her? I should have called the police immediately.
You can't! I want custody of Sarah fair and square. You don't have any rights anymore. You have to stop this. You can't take my daughter from me. She doesn't want to live with you. You're a total stranger to her now.
You're the one who doesn't have the right to look after her anymore. Sarah has already told me and the social workers everything that she's been going through while she lived with you. She said you would leave her for days on end whenever you got a new boyfriend. I even heard from your dad that he threw you out because you were bringing home random guys late at night and making a fool of yourself. I bet the real reason you wanted custody of Sarah was because you thought you could get all the single-parent benefits and child support, isn't it?
No! Of course that's not true. I really love Sarah. She's very important to me. I told you before, didn't I? There's a bond between mother and daughter you can't understand.
If she was really that important to you, how come you didn't notice she was gone until I texted you? It's been 3 days, Holly. Haven't you been home to check on her at all in that time? Because if you did, you'd know that she wasn't there.
Please, you can't do this. You can't take my daughter from me. I have debts. I had to be away from home for work. She was totally safe. But I had to work to make money, otherwise we'd both starve.
I don't know if that's a lie or not, but it doesn't matter. What matters is that I'll never let go of Sarah again. I can't let you treat her like that. She contacted me to ask for help. She was starving and scared. So, I'm gonna help her, like she asked. And I am not gonna put her back in a situation where she might have to take a risk like that to ask for help.
John, I'm so sorry. I've just been going through a lot these days. I'm under a lot of stress, and I'm not great, mentally or physically.
In that case, there's all the more reason not to let Sarah live with you at the moment. It sounds like you can barely take care of yourself, let alone a child.
Perhaps you could consider helping me, as well as Sarah. I really need someone. Looking back, I realize now that I was happiest when we were together. You're such a kind and caring person. I don't know what I was thinking when I said I didn't want to be with you. I'm so sorry. Can you help me? Please.
Can you be serious right now? You've made me miserable for 8 years. You stole the most precious thing I had and treated her like garbage. And you took away those years we could have been happy together. You are out of your mind if you think I'd consider taking you back. I'm doing this for Sarah, Holly. Don't you remember what you said to me when you were trying to convince me not to see her anymore? You said if I valued Sarah's happiness, I would let her go. You said if I really loved her, I'd be able to do that for her. Can you do that, Holly? With the help of my lawyer, the police, and the Child Protective Services, I was finally able to win back custody of my daughter. I discovered that my ex-wife had pretty much given up on caring for Sarah in a serious way. She spent most of her time out at bars looking for fun. Sarah was going to school, but I think Holly was doing basically just enough to avoid the suspicion of neglect. I don't think I'll ever forgive myself for spending all those years ignorantly thinking Sarah was living a happy life with her mother, when the reality was so different. Of course, I'll never forgive my ex-wife. She's the one who is at most fault here, but I failed Sarah too, because I didn't check up on her enough. I could have prevented this. I've heard from Holly's dad that she's doing even worse without her daughter around, because I think Sarah was the one thing keeping her feet on the ground. I don't really feel sorry for her because there's no way I could have left Sarah in that situation. But I wish my ex-wife could find the strength to live well again. She's supposed to be paying child support to me now, but each time it gets to the end of the month, I find that I can't get in touch with her and the money isn't being paid. But she was always pretty useless with money. I doubt that she's earning a lot. And financially, I'm doing okay, so these days I just kind of let it go. Besides, it seems like she's still in a lot of debt. I hope she's working and paying some of it off. But if it's as I suspect, she's probably borrowed off some loan sharks and they're probably making her pay it off through nighttime work. Anyway, that is none of my business anymore. As long as she doesn't try and get back in touch with me and my daughter, she can live however she wants. Since I went to pick Sarah up, she's been living with me. We've moved back to my parents' house while I figure out what our lives are going to be like now. I'm annoyed that Holly spent the money I earned and sent for Sarah on herself and her crazy lifestyle. But in the end, I'm just happy to have my daughter back and living with me. We have a lot of lost time to make up for. My parents are also really pleased that they could finally meet their grandchild again after such a long time, and they seem really happy to have us living with them. I think my daughter found some things a bit difficult to get used to about living with me and my parents, because she's been looking after herself for such a long time. But these days she seems to be far more relaxed and happy. I am so pleased to see her settled and content. The other day she told me that she never dreamed she would be living in a nice house like this. I didn't expect her to say anything like that. I was so happy to hear that she felt that way. I cried and she had to get me a tissue. She is such a sweet girl. There's no way I would ever again do something to make her sad. I'm a single parent now, so I expect there will be plenty of difficulties and problems to deal with. But I'm prepared to face those problems together with Sarah. I'm just gonna focus on my daughter's happiness and making our life together the best it can be. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content.